Hello beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. Okay guys, let's get to it. We've got the earth signs today. I'm going to start off with Virgo. I'm going to be using the illest tarot. And while I'm shuffling, just a quick reminder that my mediumship class begins next Wednesday. There's still a couple of places. I think there's only one or two left on the late evening class. And a couple extra on the morning, sorry, not the morning, the early evening class. But you can find information about that at happysouls1111.com. I do love teaching mediumship. It's a class I channel through my guides. I'm not really the teacher. But I look forward to seeing you there. And I've also announced group meditations, which you can also find on my website in the meditations tab. We'll be doing one for clearing your twins' energy and your energy. We'll be doing a full moon and new moon meditation. So do come and join me over there. I'd love to see you. It's only £7.77 per person. And gathering together to meditate collectively is really powerful and healing. So I'm really excited to share that with you. Okay, let's do this, Virgo. So we're going to take a look at the current energies for you, how your person's thinking and feeling, and what you can expect for November 1st through 15th from this connection, and any advice and guidance for you moving forward. So I've not used this deck for ages. I got them out yesterday after a long hiatus and forgot how much I love them. They're really lovely to shuffle. Okay. Let's do this. So what the current energies between you and your person? We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got Judgment in reverse, we've got the Three of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. So what I'm feeling, Virgo, is that, you know, there's definitely a lack of equal give and take in this relationship. I'm feeling this unbalance, and it's like a seesaw that just swings back and forward. I feel like you both give and you both take, but it's never actually in balance. It's never, you know, reciprocal in a balanced way is what I'm hearing. Now, you really need to focus on your spiritual practice at the moment, because I'm feeling that your judgment is slightly skewed and warped because of your because you're not still. And I know that you want romance and you want things to be, you know, we've got Knight of Cups here clarified by Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like you really want romance. You want this person to come forward and just announce their feelings, declare their feelings. But with the Three of Wands up here, I'm feeling that, and especially the Page of Wands in reverse, that this person quite likely has a family, is potentially in a third party situation. And, you know, there's either romance or friendship here. And really, you know, this is such a twinny card. This came up for a lot of my water signs. If you are a water sign, please do cross-watch, or if you've got a lot of water in your charts. And I really feel like, you know, we've got this Six of Pentacles upright, and with this Six of Wands reverse clarifying it, I feel like you're just very frustrated that you're not getting, you know, the romance that you want. But you need to allow and focus on the kind of more platonic, friendly communication, because this person's tied up and they're very fearful of leaving this connection. They are not ready to step into Emperor energy. And their Emperor, their masculine energy is distorted anyway. Yeah, they have work to do themselves. They've not fully stepped into their healing journey. There's work to be done for them there. They're very afraid of how to move forward with this Moon in reverse. And this can also indicate some depression or anxiety in your person. I feel like they are just not in a good place with this at the moment. They're not able to go within and find that stillness, which I feel matches your current state, that you're also out of balance. You're struggling to find that place of stillness and peace within you, which is what's creating all of this kind of frustration and impatience surrounding the way this person is coming forward. So how are they thinking and feeling? So, you know, they are very invested in this, but I do think they really distract themselves from thinking about it. They see you as their, you know, We've got 2 sevens here. I mean, these are such divine numbers. They really do have a very idealistic view of you. They could be looking through rose-tinted spectacles with this. That's to say, you know, they really have put you on a pedestal. I'm getting quite angelic energies, like they see you like their earth angel, their heroine, so to speak, or hero if you're a male. But with this 4 of Swords in reverse, they're just out of balance with this, and they don't know whether to trust their thoughts and their feelings. This is a battle between heart and mind. And, you know, they just can't make a decision. And again, we've got another 3 clarifying here. So I really feel like there's definitely a karmic involved. But their feelings for you are very strong. They're really feeling like you're this perfect, nurturing, very loving energy. And I'm just feeling that they just really want to embrace that. But they are so confused right now. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust this connection. They don't trust their feelings. They're invested in it. And I feel like that's a compulsion they cannot deny within themselves, with these being 7s and 7 being that divine number. You know, they're being pushed towards you, magnetized towards you by this kind of divine plan, and they're finding it very hard to resist that, is what I'm hearing. So what are this person's intentions for the next couple of weeks? We've got the Fool in reverse. We've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse, and we've got I don't know her. This is an extra card in this deck. Now, this is Mariah Carey, and the reason this card is called I Don't Know Her is it's based on this incident with Mariah Carey where she was asked very publicly, I believe, in a kind of interview with a journalist about some disagreement or argument with another celebrity. And she was very dignified, and rather than acknowledge the conflict, she just said, I don't know her. So this is really about maintaining a dignified silence rather than creating conflict, rather than creating problems. And, you know, I don't see that this person has any intentions of coming forward. We've got the Fool in reverse. You know, they're not about to take that leap of faith. We've got the 10 of Cups in reverse, which, as I said, if this person has a family, you know, they're very reluctant to move away from that situation at the moment, to move away from any karmic situation. But for some of you, this can also just mean that, you know, they're not looking for a union or reunion anytime soon. The 8 of Swords is fairly positive. You know, they are working on themselves. They're releasing these very limiting self-beliefs. But the 6 of Swords in reverse does indicate they're just not looking to making that transition away from their karmic situation or karmic partner at the moment. They're not ready to move forward with you. So I don't think you're going to see much activity from this person. If there has been conflict between you or there's conflict brewing, I do think this person will maintain a very dignified silence and just won't engage with that. And you know, this could also be the energy of just trying to block you out and sort of not acknowledge this connection, because they're very confused, is what I'm feeling. There's a lot of love there, but they're very, very confused and very afraid. This is coming up over the moon, and there's just a real fear that, you know, they don't trust their own emotions because their head is really battling with them. There's a lot of sword energy in this reading. So what can you expect from them? I mean, that's their intentions, but let's see what actions they're actually likely to take. So we've got Queen of Wands in reverse. We've got Strength. That's another 8. We've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. We've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. That's conflict. And we've got the King of Cups. So for me, this just affirms their intentions. You know, they're definitely not going to be taking any action with this Queen of Wands in reverse. They are building up themselves at the moment with this Strength card. They are working on themselves. They are, you know, what I'm hearing is topping up their own tank, and they're not ready to take on the burden of this connection as a tangible, committed relationship. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, I mean, that's coming up over that Mariah Carey card. And, you know, they are not ready to engage in conflict, and they're not going to. So if you're pretty pissed off at the moment and you're trying to poke the fire, you're not going to get a reaction from the person. They're actually going to be in this King of Cups energy. This is Scorpio energy. You know, it's very contained, very restrained, very controlled. You know, there's deep emotions in this person, but they're not going to reveal them. Very deep, intense emotions, but they're not going to give anything away. So the best thing you can do with this person at the moment, I mean, we're going to pull some cards for that too, but my gut feeling is just to give them that space and to stop poking the fire. They don't want conflict with you. They don't want to argue. So what do you need to move forward? We've got the Hangman, we've got the High Priestess. You need to surrender, and you need to surrender to your own intuition and your spiritual leanings. This is a time for endurance and not giving up. And again, we've got the 5 of Wands over this area of conflict, saying, you know, now is not a good time for conflict. You need to bite your lip. You also need to release anxiety surrounding this situation. You know, this person does have deep feelings for you, but they are simply not ready to move forward. And that's not a reflection of how they feel about you. It's a reflection of the karmic situation they're currently tangled up in. And you need to just lovingly allow them the space to work that out. With the Hanged Man in reverse, sorry, not the Hangman in reverse, with the Hangman here and the High Priestess, you really are being called to surrender. And I want to remind you that the Hangman is a number 3 card. It's an Empress card. You know, this is all about surrender and stepping into your power and holding that space. And you know how to do that. You've got all of that spiritual ability to heal and balance your own energies. So, you know, this is a time of endurance. It's a time to really dig your heels in and to be very determined in creating this stillness within yourself so that you can release this anxiety. So let's pull some oracle cards as well. I'm going to use the Archetype cards. These came yesterday as a gift from Alana in Canada. Thank you, Alana. You're such a sweet treat. If you guys ever want to treat me to a deck of tarot cards by way of your gratitude for all the free videos I do, it's always so lovely to receive them, and it does help keep my readings fresh. You can find an Amazon wish list in the description box below. There's also a PayPal link there if you'd rather donate some monies, but I'm always happy to receive cards. And I do use them in all my readings, as you've seen. I've always got a nice collection. Right, the Pilgrim, the Medallion, the Queen, the Castle, the Crone. I'm going to get one more. And the Mother. This is really interesting. This symbol that's on this okay. I'm getting for some of you that you may be practicing some kind of magic or spell work. I'm guided to tell you need to be very careful with that, okay? You can't manifest your twin through spells. It's only going to confuse the situation and confuse them. For some of you, this may mean that someone's trying to put spell work on you. So if you've been feeling off balance and it doesn't seem circumstantial, then you need to get a clearing, or, you know, just make sure that you're clear and safe and that your defences are solid. But for some of you, I feel like this is creating spell work against another. It could be against a karmic to manifest your twin, but it's something dark. And it's not good. It's not good. This is, again, distorted energy. It's not healthy. So you need to be very careful with what you're creating spells for. You're also being asked to move forward and to step into your role as Queen of the Castle. So for some of you, this may mean leaving behind a karmic connection, and you've got to trust in your victory and success. You know, we've got this Medallion card here, which is a 29. This is also, you know, reduces to 11. You know, this is a divinely guided, this is the light in the dark, the light at the end of that tunnel. But, you know, the Queen of the Castle is coming through very strong, and the Pilgrim is about moving forward, you know, really taking your mission work seriously and moving forward with it. So let's get some more guidance for you with these cards regarding your person. So we've got forgiveness. And it says here as well, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So if things feel really tough right now, you've just got to trust that this is part of your higher learning. This is part of your journey. There is some, you know, higher purpose that's going to be revealed through this turmoil. And again, you know, that endurance card was coming very strongly as advice for you. And this Empress energy, it looks like you've got a lot of changes to make for yourself. And it does say here, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart and not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And I know that's really difficult when you've got practical decisions to make, but I'm guided that you really need to make these decisions from a place of love rather than from a place of logic. You're also being asked to forgive. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think and dream and imagine. So you've got to remember that, you know, if you're holding on to bitterness, resentment, anger, frustration for your twin, which given the conflict cards that came up, you know, is a very real possibility for you, Virgo, you really need to let that go. And there may be other areas in your life that where you need to apply forgiveness for both self and others. This is really going to help release you and help you come back to stillness. We've got surrender again. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So if there is a situation that you're needing to move away from with this Pilgrim card, to become the queen of your own castle, I'm feeling this, that's a really independent energy. It could be, moving away from your own karmic situation. You're being guided here that when you let go of that, everything will work out. It really is time for you to make some changes. And I know that can be terrifying, but you've got to trust it's going to work out for you. We've also got, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So your first priority is to yourself. And I'm really guided to include that. I say you've got to surrender a lot. And a lot of people say to me, well, what does that even mean? Surrender isn't like ordering something off a takeaway menu, it's just not that straightforward. It's a process that you go through, a process of healing, a process of coming to terms and accepting and surrendering to what is. And when you do that, you don't feel that longing or need or dissatisfaction or lack anymore. You become satisfied with what is, and you accept all and everything for its, for its own purpose, and trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. But it's a process, it's a stage that we go through. It's not something, it's not switching on a switch and just saying, woo, I've surrendered. It takes time and patience and practice. But this is what happens when you meditate and begin to address your inner wounds from the inside out and not from the outside in. When you're in a state of trying to resolve your pain externally by controlling your external circumstances, you are not surrendered. When you start to go in and face it, you will begin to move into surrender. So I do talk about that on my website. You can find an article on there called Return to One. My website's happysouls1111.com. If you want to know more about that, go and check it out. There is also a meditation in my Facebook group called Return to One, Surrendering to Self, that you can find in the video section of my Facebook group. Again, there's a link down below. Go and check that out. It's a fairly long guided meditation, and it's a really good one to do if you're working through that surrender stuff at the moment. Woman holding a heart. So you've got a lot of love for this person, Virgo, and this is eternal love. We've got healer through the ages, which is a number 6 love, and this indicates that you need to heal your heart. You need to heal yourself. You need to step into unconditional love. 6 is the number of unconditional love. There is a painful cycle closing out for you at the moment. I feel like you're moving from a dark space into the light. And we've got Angel of Strength. So, this is number 5 is a transitionary number. It talks about there being, a lot of upheaval and change coming your way, and that you need to stand strong. And angelic energies will be really positive for you in this process if you're really guided to, call in those deities, Archangel Michael for protection, Gabriel for healing. Now is the time for you to really rest up and to make decisions from the heart, to turn that love inwards, because this is how you're going to heal yourself. But you definitely need, again, I'm guided to say you need to stop dabbling in dark magic, because there's something going off there that's really not serving you. This is either against you or towards you, and you need to get back into studying. This is going to help you connect your spirituality in a more powerful way. It's going to help you communicate it in a more powerful way. And I'm guided that this transformation is going to come through reading, through studying. Your ascension is currently being held back by your inability to explore other viewpoints. And so I'm really feeling this kind of student energy for you of kind of, just almost like going back to school, but getting excited and passionate about a subject and digging in deep to it, because there's a lot of stuff that I feel like you're downloading that needs some kind of conscious 3D tools to reinforce and be able to fully integrate those downloads. So, there's going to be some dramatic changes available to you, positive changes with your spiritual work when you invest time in that study. And of course, that's investing time in yourself. So your love life is being affected by children. This could be your partner's or your person's children. It could be your own children. This is a really tricky one. And, you know, if you've got a family, it's very difficult to leave a partner when you've got children with them. But if that situation is toxic and not serving you, you've got to remember that the best parent is a happy parent. And if you're in a toxic relationship and your children are, experiencing that with you, you're not demonstrating good lessons for them either. So, you know, even though in an ideal world, we would... the parents would stay together. Bear with me, I'm just going to put my phone on do not disturb, because I've just realised I haven't done it and I don't want anyone disturbing us. But, the best parent is a happy parent. So, if children are holding you back from making these decisions, you have to trust that when you make yourself a priority and love yourself first, you will make decisions that are for the highest good of all of you. It's not about being selfish, it's about being sensible. So we've also got getting to know each other. So again, I feel like you need to allow the kind of platonic energy that's running through this connection at the moment, and just allow yourselves to support one another and to really deepen that friendship, because your person isn't ready for romance right now. It's not on the cards, literally. And you're kind of blocking the flow of your own union energies by being resistant to this. If you feel like there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, if you feel like you need that romantic connection, you need to release that, is what I'm feeling, because this person does feel very strongly for you, and it's just your own fear that is telling you otherwise. But it's asking you here to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, I feel like when you start giving yourself this love, this person's going to come forward with new love. It's going to stir up new romantic feelings in them, and this is going to reset the connection for you. So I really hope that was helpful, Virgo. Let me know in the comments down below, and please, please, please hit the like button. It really does help my channel grow. You can even hit the downvote if you didn't like it. But any engagement helps YouTube it helps the YouTube algorithm pick me up and promote me more. So it takes 2 seconds and I really appreciate it. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can find those on my website at happysouls1111.com. And I will do another one of these star sign updates mid-month, around about the 15th, 16th of November. So I hope this one serves you for now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.